Dave, it's nice to have you on here, man. So, how would you introduce yourself for someone who may not know you?
So, to someone who doesn't know me, my name is David. I'm 21 years old. I'm an Armenian. I'm in the United States. I live in California. I'm the owner of a online fitness coaching business. So I try to help people become the best version of themselves. A lot of people think I just help them with their physical aspect, but the thing is, you really need to master your mental to master your physical, I believe. And so I'm really trying to help people out of the dark place that they can be in, because I personally myself come from a horrible place that, like, I wouldn't want anyone to feel, being in that place. So my goal is basically to help as many people as I can get out of that.
Mm. You lost a lot of weight and you got into really good shape. We're gonna get into that in about 5 minutes from now, but I wanted to ask you something. Let's start from the beginning. What was your childhood like? How did you grow up? And did you grow up in the US?
Yeah, I grew up in the U.S. I grew up in the U.S. My childhood, it was good. It was good. I'm thankful. I'm blessed to have loving parents and loving family. I'm blessed for that. My childhood, apart from family, man, it was pretty. I felt pretty invisible most of my life,
Mm.
and that's because I kind of grew up as the fat kid. The fat ugly kid that no one wanted to hang out with.
Oh.
And so that basically molded my entire social life. And as much as I'm actually a violinist, so growing up I used to perform at concerts too, like little concerts that the academy hosted.
Mm.
And even performing in front of like hundreds of people, I still didn't feel like I was appreciated for like who I really was. And here's the thing: people say, "Oh, well, that's fine." Once people meet you and they understand your personality, uh, then they'll like you. But here's the thing: we are literally genetically designed to judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
sure we
sure
can
we
all
can.
agree. Doesn't matter what it is, how much you can sugarcoat it. Doesn't matter. You are literally designed. If we didn't have that, we wouldn't be here today. It
Yeah.
is literally in our genetic pattern. We need to understand to judge a book by its cover. And because of that, I always felt like I was never appreciated just because of my outside. And
And
so,
so,
that just molded my social life. And I never really had, close friends. And I was never really invited to anything up until I want to say high school. That's when that's when I started to get my shit together. And yeah, that was basically my childhood. It wasn't bad. I'm blessed to have the family that I have. I can really say that. Yeah.
who did you look up to as a kid? Like, did you have like, and when did you first start building a passion to bodybuilding or fitness in general? But who did you look up to anybody in this area, or did you want to do something else when you were a kid?
If you told me if you told me 10 years ago that I would look like this and be like this now, I would have never believed you. I would have thought, like, the fuck is wrong with you? This isn't something I would do. No, never. So I want to say I didn't really have a role model that brought me to this.
Mm.
What brought me to this was really a flick, like, that switch
Mm.
that flips in your head, because I was diabetic, man. Like, it was really bad for me. I was like 14, and I went to the doctor because I felt really ill, and they ran like tests on me and everything. And imagine like telling a 14-year-old, bro, you're not gonna live past the
Wow.
age of 25 if you keep doing this. So
Shit.
I guess that was really like the switch that flipped for me.
Mm.
I wouldn't really say it was a role model. I think it was a situation that I was in, and because of that, I guess that made me want to start taking care of myself. But up until I was 16, I would say 16 years old is when I fully like fully locked in.
Mm.
And yeah, the reasons changed over time. But yeah, I want to say 16 years old is when I fully started,
Mm.
you know. dedicating a
Holy
lot of my
shit.
time to this.
So then you started going to the gym when you were like 15, 16, or like
Around
that
there,
time?
yeah, around there.
So as a kid, you weren't very active, or like you didn't do anything.
Not at all.
Me
I lived a
neither.
very sedentary life. I was sitting all day. I was on my computer all day. I was
Uh,
playing games all day.
I relate to that, man. That was me too, to
Yeah,
be
a lot of
honest.
us can. That's the thing, especially in this generation, bro. Most boys were just raised like that, really. You know, you
Yeah.
come back from school, you hop on the game, you play with your friends, that's it, and you eat, and then you just hop on the game. That's literally it.
Hell yeah,
That's what
man.
most of us grew up, you know?
Yeah, holy shit. I started going to the gym when I was like probably like 15, something like that. So it's been about 2.5 years now. It's like, holy shit, man. I didn't realize like how unhealthy I was, how, all the health problems I used to have until I really like was 1 year into the gym, and I started feeling like the knee pains, the back pains, and everything from sitting all childhood and now trying to deadlift fucking 180 kilos and all of this. I'm like,
Yeah, bro.
then I started like realizing, okay, so I need to stretch. I need to like get my body moving, like mobility, not just like
Yeah.
lifting weights too, but also like stretching and all of these
Mhm.
other things. So that
Yeah.
leads me to my question: what were your mistakes when you started going to the gym? If you could give yourself one or two or three pieces of advice to yourself when you started going back at that age, what would you tell them to do differently?
Like referring to the gym,
Hmm.
like gym mistakes that I made. Oh
Yeah.
man, I made plenty. I made plenty, man. I tore my rotator cuff, bro. I
Oh
I
shit.
I blew a hernia. What else? I got a herniated disc in the back, bro. I got plenty of injuries. And to be honest with you, all I can say is I don't want to tell you to limit yourself
Mm,
and not find out what you can do because that's literally
mm,
my goal in life. I want to reach my potential, you know? Uh, but at the same time, I want to say gradually learn
mm,
your limits, you know? Because here's what I did. I was I was 17 years old and I saw a couple like TikToks, like people like deadlifting, and I never deadlifted
mm,
before. So I was like, bro, this shit looks fun. Put
mm.
one plate on, deadlifted it, probably with horrible form. And I was like, oh, that feels good. Two plates, same shit. Bro, I put three plates on. This is like my first time deadlifting. I put three plates on. I lifted it up, and then like I just felt something like pop in like my pelvic region, bro.
Yeah.
So like I drop it. Everyone's like, holy shit, like that was sick. And I was like, yeah, that was sick. And then like I went home that day and I remember watching YouTube and I laughed at like this video that I was watching. And I looked down and there was like a hill, like a bubble where like the bottom of my stomach is, bro. And I'm like,
Oh shit.
what the hell is that, bro? Turns out it's a hernia, bro. I tore the my abdominal muscles on the bottom,
Holy.
like that hold your intestines in place, and my intestine was just like
Mm.
TMI, but like you know,
So how do you
that
prevent
shit
that?
hurt. Uh, well, for starters, don't deadlift three plates your first day deadlifting. But honestly, I would say I'm not really that much of like a form guy. Like, make sure your form is good.
Mm,
Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I like pushing weights that I can't even push.
mm,
But I would really say just gradually go up. That's what I learned. If you gradually go up, you'll learn your limits before you even reach it, bro. Like you can tell. You'll have that feeling that it's like, okay, I should be able to do this or not.
mm,
So really that's some good advice. I would say gradually go up. Never jump up too high.
mm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you always want to test your capabilities, right? And that's the fun stuff. But then again,
Yeah, that's the thing, man. You get happy. You're like, shit, man, that was fun. Let me try it again and again and again. And you'll learn over time. You'll learn over time how much you can jump. It's different for
mm.
everyone, but you'll learn yourself. It really is.
So a lot of us, when we're starting into the gym, we started having at least that one or a couple influencers that we were watching. For me, it was Greg Doucette at the time.
Mhm.
I was watching his videos, man. He was the
Yeah.
guy I was learning from. Who was your guy that you were looking up to in the first year when you started going to the gym, and who were someone that you were watching?
You want to know who it was? You know an actor by the name of Jason Statham? Jason Statham?
Yeah, I know him very well.
Dude, to this day, like I think he's the most badass dude ever. Like I was never one for becoming like a bodybuilder. I never really cared about like getting as big as possible. Like you see Sam Sulek nowadays,
Yeah.
or like all these other more plates, more dates. Like you see all them, bro. They're fucking huge. That's great. It just wasn't a priority of mine. I just wanted to look like I wanted to look like a fucking man. You know, like you look
Yeah.
at Jason. You look at Jason, man. This guy's crazy with it. Like I just
Yeah.
wanted to achieve that type of build, and with it, came the entire journey of gym.
Mm.
So yeah, I guess
So,
that's someone I looked up to.
so how important would you say is like diet in the beginning, and what were you like eating it when you started going to the gym? Because, bro, all of us like make some like real bad like food mistakes, including me.
Oh boy, include me too, bro. Include me too.
So, how important is in the beginning, and what were your mistakes in terms of food when you started into the gym?
This is a pretty controversial like topic, like what I'm gonna bring up, but my mistake, and I call it my mistake, but if it works for you, if it works for anyone else, so be it. Do what works. If it's not broken, don't fix it. But my mistake was I only focused simply on macros. I only
Mm.
focused on the calories, and I did that from like 16 years old up until I was like 18. And dude, I lost a lot of weight in the beginning, bro. In 6 months, I lost like 100 pounds in the beginning. That was
Holy
like the
shit.
kickstart. I just simply wasn't eating. I really wasn't eating in the first 6 months. I came home from the gym and I had like one chicken breast, some rice, and like some vegetables. The usual like meal
Yeah.
like that you think of that they keep on like pushing out to you.
Mm.
I just had very small portions of that, and that's honestly what made me lose the weight. But after that, I was like, okay, bro, let me like build some muscle because after you lose a lot of weight, bro, you just look like a sack of shit. Like you want to build muscle too. So I was like, all right, bro, I want to build some muscle, and I started getting into protein bars, protein shakes, bro, fucking later protein bread, bro.
Oh.
I was eating, all the shit that like they keep pushing out to you. Like, oh, eat this, bro. It's like 40 grams of protein. And you look at the ingredients, it's like your 10th grade essay. It's your 10th grade
Yeah.
informative essay. Bro, I was stuck on that. And like
Oh.
and I had like people pushing it down my throat too. Like I had these guys I was like looking up to at the time. And like, bro, they're like, bro, it doesn't matter. Just make sure
Yeah.
your numbers are high. That's it. Everything else doesn't matter. Dude, I want to say I messed up my body like
Mm.
so bad doing that. Dude, my basically everything you want to be good with your body was not good for me. It was not good. It was so bad. And that's a huge mistake I made. That I only looked at the numbers that I was eating, even though I wasn't looking at the ingredients of what I was eating. And that just completely changed my life.
Mm.
Completely.
Holy man. Oh goodness. So much, like when you look at something and you can't even pronounce the ingredients. You can't even like
Yeah, like why is there proxyzolofipol and like what
yeah.
the fuck I'm eating?
Yeah.
Like what the hell is that?
I made a quick 5 minute video where I was reading the label on a Prime drink. Logan
Yeah,
Cast
oh my
Prime.
god, bro, like
I was
literally.
reading that shit. There were like I believe 29 ingredients. I couldn't like phosphate and stuff like that. I was like, what the fuck is this?
It's crazy, man. Like, and what sucks is that this isn't even like popular knowledge. A lot of people are still being like
Yeah.
influenced by these people that are just like, oh yeah, just make sure your calories and your protein is up high, or like, or oh, all you need to do is get in a calorie deficit. All you need to do is get in a calorie
Mhm.
surplus, bro. It's sad. It's honestly sad, bro. It's really
For-
just sucks. Like, wow, people think
So
it's numbers that matter.
yeah, that was me too, man. Honestly.
And it was all of us. It was all of us, bro.
Yeah. So what do you think about? There are these two diets that are complete contrary to each other. What do you think about the vegan versus the carnivore diet, and which one would you pick if you had to pick one? And what are the pros and cons to both of these, in your opinion?
Okay, I like this question. If okay, if it's in your religion and it's in your heritage or your culture to be a vegan, so be it. I believe that you should listen to that, because I think culture and religion is a huge purpose of life, and you should live by your religion. I think that's very good. Uh, but if it's not a part of that and you're purely just being a vegan just so that you save the
Mm.
cows, you save the animals, you're not saving shit. You're not saving shit, bro. Just letting
Yeah.
you know, you're not saving shit. They're still gonna they're still gonna make the food. They're still gonna do
Mm.
it. You're not saving anyone. And here's the thing, we as humans never evolved to we evolved to who we are today because of meat. Like we're
Yeah.
literally us today because of meat, and so many people don't understand that.
Like it's
And like,
human,
yeah,
kind of. Like animals kill each other, and humans kill animals, and it was like that 2,000 years ago,
bro, there's a
5,000 years
reason
ago.
why our brains are the size it is today. There's a reason why
Mm.
we're larger in size, why we're more capable, why our knowledge is like
Yeah.
crazy, bro. On the other side, being a carnivore, uh, I am all for it because it's been proven many, many times. Hopping on a carnivore diet will, it'll cure a lot of like chronic diseases that you have. It's helped a lot of people. I know someone they've healed their Crohn's disease from it, but like it's
Mm.
it's a great thing. But however, for the long term, I really think that carnivore diet should be a temporary thing. And
Mm.
after you're done with that, I think the most perfect diet you can hop on is just an evolutionary like human diet.
Mm.
We're omnivores. We're not we're not hyper carnivores, bro. Like we can. It'll fix a lot of our problems, but over time,
Mm.
it's like you into cars,
Yeah.
like you know what it's like. It's like running a lot of ethanol in your car, like for like a long time. It's good. It's good in the beginning, but like you don't want to do
Yeah.
that for a long time. But that's basically what it is. I think the
Mm.
perfect diet is the evolutionary human diet. I think it's called a paleo diet. I
Mm.
think
I'm
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I just call it a primal diet.
There you go. Yeah.
In my opinion, nothing beats eating just meat, eggs, cheese, maybe some goat and buffalo milk, and what else is there? Maybe some fruits,
Honey,
maybe some
fruits.
potatoes. That's
Yeah.
about it, honestly. Like you don't
Dude,
need
and I'm
much
so
else
glad you
than that.
I'm so glad like you understand that too, because
You don't need
like
much else than that if you really think about it.
because we never needed anything else, bro. Only
Yeah,
the past 100 years is when we started adding all this
yeah.
bullshit to our food.
Speaking about a carnivore diet, that reminded me of this one doctor, Dr. Anthony Chaffee, and he's on a carnivore diet, like purely carnivore, for like 6 or 7 years now, which is crazy. Long term, like almost half a decade, over half a
Yeah,
decade.
yeah,
Purely, and he doesn't just eat like just meat in general, but he eats only beef, so doesn't eat pork and chicken, just beef,
yeah.
which is absolutely crazy to think about.
That's
And
crazy. Yeah.
like no fruits, no vegetables, no potatoes, no rice, no nothing else, which is after a while I do see how that can like get old. Like, I love myself a sirloin steak or a fucking ribeye. But if I had
Yeah.
that shit every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I think I don't want to smell
Well,
anymore.
you want to know what's crazy? Like, I want to say I've been eating the way I do now for about 2 years,
Mm.
and to this day, I still look forward to eating the same shit
Mm.
I've been eating. Like literally right
Me
after
too.
this, bro, I have a pound of ground beef waiting for me. Like right after this, bro, and like I've been eating that shit for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's funny. You only get tired of things that, if you look into it, we didn't evolutionarily like we didn't eat that.
Yeah.
We didn't eat that a lot. So I really do understand why that doctor would want to
Mm.
eat the same, red meat, like all that for like 6 to 7 years. I
Yeah.
totally understand it.
So,
Yeah.
what's like one meal that normally the majority of people consider it like healthy, but it's like actually the opposite and it's just biggest lie?
Okay. So glad you asked me this. A salad.
True.
It's crazy. A salad. And you already know what I'm gonna say. Like it's a salad,
Oh
bro.
god. The majority
Dude,
of salads and their dressings, man.
people think as long as there's lettuce in it, oh, like it's good, it's healthy. Yeah. Pour that seed oil, pour all those seed oils in there. Fuck yeah, bro. Like, no, bro. No. That's not what it is. The media has literally pushed out all these food companies, like they've pushed out that you want to eat salad. Salad's is gonna make you lose weight. The lettuce that you're eating is poured with so much pesticides. You're just
Mm.
eating straight glyphosate, bro. Like you're eating pesticide. The
Mm.
ranch or like the vinaigrette you put in it, like all those stuff, the ingredients are longer than my graduation ceremonies like speech. Like, bro, there's things in there.
Yeah.
Again, it goes back to counting calories versus looking at your
Mhm.
ingredients. It just goes back to that. It's
Holy.
that simple. People think salads are great when in reality, dude, no.
Holy
We
shit.
haven't been eating that. No.
Yeah, I mean, also, like, the majority of them are packaged in plastics and all of that.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said it. I'm not even gonna bring up the packaging
Yeah.
horrors, bro. I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna bring that up. But
Oh,
like
God.
it's true. It's true. It's really not good for you.
Mm. There are so many other stuff like that. Like fucking cereal with milk, which was pushed.
Oh,
Bro.
oh,
I
that
would.
it lowers your A1C. Yo,
Yeah.
you're lowering this generation's testosterone. You're not
Yeah.
lowering their A1C, bro. You're killing them.
I was eating that shit for years, and I'm
Oh
like
yeah,
looking
so was
back at
I.
it, I'm
Yeah.
thinking, man, holy shit. What if I
Were you?
did this small mistake that instead of me eating cereal with milk, that's fucking being, when we milk
Passionate.
the cows, they milk the cows when they're pregnant, so they have more estrogen, which is crazy. This is why
Oh my
goat
god.
milk and buffalo milk is better than the cow milk in the
Yeah.
store. But if I just made a mistake, if I just make a little tweak of instead of cereal with milk, I would eat 4 eggs every morning ever since I was 11 years old. I would have never uh, gone to such a bad shape that I was when I was like 14.
Dude,
It's
I know,
like
man.
it's like just a small difference can make a big difference over years. You know,
You'd be
holy.
surprised, bro. And the thing is, you can't even blame us. We were
Mm,
under educated. We didn't
yeah.
know. We were little kids, and we just thought, oh yeah, in the morning you eat a bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
The milk that I'm eating has been pasteurized and boiled so far beyond oxidation. There's so much estrogen in the milk that I'm drinking. And the cereal that I'm eating has more than
Yeah.
7 types of sugars in there. There's colors
Yeah.
in there. It's killing me. Oh, but it's a hearty breakfast. It's a hearty
Yeah.
breakfast.
I don't know, man, how evil they have to be to push this on a TVs to put it in advertisements to like eat cereal in the morning or
Money, bro.
Nutella with bread.
It's all money. I'm not even gonna talk about Nutella, bro.
Yeah,
Like you gotta be dumb to even consider
man.
having it.
Or like
Yeah.
Nutella with the bread, right? They put that in the TVs a lot.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That was crazy. So this like raises the question: is this the main reason why people are fat? It's like that for the past 20 years. It's like being It's like a lot of people just don't know any better, and they think that it's good for them, like these types of foods, and they have been fooled and tricked into this, especially like middle-aged people, etc. Like, why do you think so many people are fat nowadays in general? What do you think is the main reason for it? Because if you
So
take a look at it, 30 years ago, people's obesity was way lower than it is today.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, man, definitely. So a little disclaimer before I say anything, I would never kill myself. I would never kill myself, okay? I would never kill myself. Listen, man, it's all literally just a controlling mechanism. If
Mm,
you want me to be like blunt with it, but to go into
yeah.
detail, uh, we never. You said it yourself. We never had it this bad, especially
Yeah.
America. I don't know exactly what the statistic is, but is it 3 out of 5? 3 out of 5 Americans, I
It's
think.
the
Dude,
majority.
that's more than half of the country. Like
Yeah.
that's so it's beyond
And
ridiculous.
can I
And
stop you there real quickly?
yeah.
Also, another like statistic that's interesting: 1 in 3 men in the U.S. is infertile, which is
Oh
crazy.
yeah. Oh my God. That's
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 scary.
not even something to play with. Like this
Holy.
whole thing, dude, they put the entire reason why, people are fat, people are infertile, people are just
Mm,
not the humans that they're meant to be. It's literally it's sad, but it's for money. It's really just for
mm,
money. These businesses, they're thriving off of putting these cheap, easy to get materials into
mm,
their food and these addictive properties in their food just to get you back, just to get you wanting it more. And all these things are just easy to get, easy to
mm.
raise the price on, like that you
Yeah.
make money. It's easy to give people and easy to have them coming back. It's really built so that if you're not if you're
Mm,
below middle class or below, you're
mm,
literally just pushed to get poisons.
mm.
You're pushed to eat poisons. That's literally what it is. When in reality, there's more ingredients in those poisons that you're
Holy.
eating. There's more things. Like it's crazy that that's the world we live in. That's
Yeah.
the world we live in, man. And it's really just it's not population control because we just want more and more people here, but I think it's really just a business tactic, and
Mm.
America's just fallen into. I think the entire Western world has just fallen into that.
Yeah, I mean, in Europe, like here, we still got a lot of more fat people right now, like in Central
Yeah,
Europe and Czech Republic, right? But it's like
yeah,
when I take a look at it's not nowhere near as bad as the U.S. Like I
yeah.
see it coming, but probably in like 10 years we'll get there. But it's
It'll
like
come.
right,
It'll catch
right,
up. It'll catch up, bro.
yeah. But for now, like it's still pretty okay. Like holy
Yeah.
shit. What's like the most evil thing that a company ever did was I don't know what it's called, Nestle, or if I'm
Nestle.
yeah.
Nestle.
So
Yeah.
they've been putting sugary bullshit, cereal, bad chocolate, all of this bullshit, and they saw this trend. They caught up to it. This trend, like self improvement. Like dark chocolate is good for you, etc. And they say it about one ingredient, right? Now I saw Nestle with my own 2 eyes make a 80% dark chocolate. Said only one ingredient. Then you take a look at the ingredient list, and it doesn't have an ingredient list. So it's like basically redacted, or like you'd have to
Yeah,
Google
they
it.
don't need to. They don't need to say one ingredient. Sorry, they
Yeah,
don't need to say the ingredients if they just put one ingredient on
yeah.
top. You know.
Which is like they fool guys on self improvement who maybe don't look at the back, and they think that just one ingredient, that they trust their company, and then they look at it and man, you Google it and it has more than one ingredient. It has 10.
It's disgusting. That's just
Fucking
disgusting, man. That's disgusting. And honestly, it's I forgot what company. I forgot what company it was. I forgot, but there was a tobacco company that I think it was like 100 years ago. I'm not getting my facts right, but I remember the gist of it. It was a tobacco company that bought this like food company. I
Mm,
think it was Kellogg's. I think it was Kellogg's. I think it is.
mm,
And they literally used their addictive properties in their tobacco that got their
yeah,
customers coming back, and they literally
yeah.
put it in their foods.
That's what they
Going
do.
back to coming back, getting more, oh, because it tastes so good. Like it's just
Yeah,
addictive properties, man. It's
that's
disgusting.
like the ultimate business tactic, right? Porn
Yeah,
does
man.
that. Snickers does that, and all of these, like, you know, it's like the most common thing.
And this whole
Well,
thing is literally
and well,
it's literally a conjunction. It's like the food company is helping the medical industry. I'm sure you can
yeah,
understand how, they make people
FDA.
want it and come back more, and they give them to the medical industry. The medical industry gives
Yeah,
it back to them. It's like they're playing catch with you.
yeah. Like, if you take a look at who used to be not that long ago in the U.S., like the Minister of Health, I believe, it was some fat old woman.
Dude, yeah, like who the fuck are you to say what like my health should be? Like
What the fuck, man?
that's, that's
Holy.
horrible.
So, a lot of people that try to lose weight, they start taking Ozempic, and some people say that Ozempic is like cheating or is like bullshit, or like some people don't need it, it's only for diabetics, etc. What's your take on Ozempic?
Okay, so Ozempic, I'm not greatly educated on Ozempic, but I do know that it's horrible for you. A lot of people think it's just an easy cheat code to losing weight.
Mm,
And yeah, you do lose weight with it, but the thing is, it's at a price. Obviously, it's coming at a cost. There's been multiple studies of people's kidneys totally failing,
mm,
and their livers just being totally damaged from Ozempic, from prolonged use of Ozempic.
mm.
Um, I think it's horrible. I think that anything that claims to be a quick way yeah, like we can all agree. I think anything
Yeah,
that claims to be a quick way of achieving something is always going to have a side effect,
yeah.
regardless of what it may be. Like in this case, Ozempic's like, oh yeah, take this, you can lose weight. Oh, all these Hollywood celebrities are taking. You really,
Mm,
bro, you really think these Hollywood celebrities that stay looking young, they look good. You really think they're taking Ozempic, man? Like
mm.
the thing is, I forgot who it was. It was this Marvel character, the girl, the one with the red hair.
I've forgotten it.
I forgot her name, but they asked her what she eats every day. She's beautiful, clear skin.
Mm,
You know, she's very healthy, and she's getting older, but she's very healthy for her age.
mm.
They ask her what does she eat. She's like, I eat a steak every day. I eat a steak
Yeah,
every day.
yeah. It's like
Dude,
that
forget
simple.
about Ozempic. Get your life together, bro.
Yeah,
You need to get your shit together. Stop looking for cheat codes. Anyone looking for cheat codes is always going to be presented with consequences. Always remember
yeah.
that, man.
Holy shit, man. I agree with that 100%. And I want to give an example, but I forgot what I wanted to say, so maybe I'll get back to it. So, supplements, right? I want to like talk about this because a lot of kids start fucking spending all their mom's fucking allowance on supplements. And they start
I
going to
was
the
that
gym.
kid. I was that kid.
Me too, man. All these pre-workouts with all these sugary bullshitting, fucking pink colored drinks and
Let me see if I still
fucking
have it. Yeah. Like,
and
what the hell is this? What the hell is this,
holy shit.
bro?
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah, what was your question? Yeah.
And these protein shakes with fucking coconut punch fucking flavors, and then all these different things, right?
Mm.
So there's a point where, like, okay, maybe there are some supplements that are good, like, Naked Whey, which is literally just one or two ingredients out of eggs, or I don't know, maybe some vitamins, right? Vitamin D3, vitamin K2. These are like supplements that take zinc, all vitamin C. These are like some good ones, but I don't think that every kid needs a pre-workout to make a fucking caffeine and sugar addiction both at the same time, and then get to a point where you go to the gym only because of the high, And if you don't have your pre-workout, you don't go to the gym at all. That was me. And that you need a protein shake, you know. Whereas you can just eat real meat and real food.
Yeah.
When do you think is the right time for someone to start introducing supplements, and what should someone take as supplements, man?
Okay. Well, it depends what supplements you're taking. I think doesn't matter what age you are, you should never be taking pre-workout. You should never be
Mm,
taking any powdered
yeah.
sugary form of something that they claim that you need. You said
Yeah.
it yourself. It's stupid that you should be taking a pre-workout in order to have the motivation to go to the gym. Oh, I'm buzzed right now, bro. I gotta hit this. Like, bro, no. You're killing yourself slowly. Uh, but if it's normal supplements that you get from natural foods, and like, or let's say you can't achieve them in your diet or because of the situation that you live in, I think that at the age of about 18, 17 to 18, you can start like supplementing with the actual necessaries, supplements that you might need.
Mm.
As far as what supplements it should be, I think it should be. I have a very small list of supplements. Right now, I actually don't take any. Like right now, it's been about a year now. I don't take any, but there are supplements that I'm cool with. For example, if you live in a place that doesn't have a lot of sunlight, a lot of European countries,
Mm.
some of them don't receive the sunlight that we do over here. A good strain of vitamin D, and also look at your supplements, look at your pills that you take.
Mm.
You'd be surprised that there's stuffing ingredients in there, bro. Why is there sugar in my magnesium? Like,
Yeah.
like it's bullshit. You see, like they try to sneak that in. Just make sure you get a good company that like is only focusing on giving you what you need.
Mm.
So it will be vitamin D. If you don't have it, if you don't have a good like source of sunlight, but if you do have a good source of sunlight, don't take vitamin D. You shouldn't need that. You should
Mm.
just be getting your sunlight in every day. Magnesium. If you don't have a good source of magnesium coming from your natural diet, a good source is avocados. I eat avocados every day. But if you don't have access to that, you can supplement with magnesium
So what
glycinate, and
does
that's
magnesium do for someone who doesn't know?
okay. For someone that doesn't know, magnesium is known as a muscle relaxant. It doesn't mean you're gonna take it and just fall to the floor. It's not like that. It's good for recovery. I took magnesium glycinate. There are other forms of magnesium. There's magnesium stearate, if I'm pronouncing that wrong. There's glycinate, and there's some other ones. Magnesium glycinate is used as a muscle relaxant. A lot of people take it towards the evening of their day so that it helps them, sleep better. I did actually take it at some point, and I can confirm that it does
Mm.
provide with much deeper sleep when taken correctly, and everything else is in check. I think magnesium stearate, if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure that's for digestive issues. Not issues, but I think
Mm.
it's just to digest and absorb your food's nutrients better.
Mm.
So yeah, that's basically magnesium for you. That and creatine that is good. It's from a good company.
Mm.
Creatine, I still think that you should be getting your creatine from natural foods. You
Yeah.
get creatine from red meat. Red meat, it provides you with creatine. Sure, it's not going to give you 5 grams a day, what they tell you to take, but after a
Mm.
prolonged amount of time eating red meat, you're satiating your body with that creatine. You're
Mm.
gonna build up those storages with creatine, and that's good. But after saying all this,
Mm.
it is ultimately useless to take any of these if your sleep, your diet, and your
Mm.
lifestyle is not in check. If
Mm.
those are not in check, take off everything I just said. You don't need any of those. You need to get your sleep, your diet, and your lifestyle in check. Those are the three things that you need to get in check.
Mm.
If those aren't in check, forget about supplements. You don't need them.
Mm. So I just wanted to jump on creatine real quick. Um, the daily dosage that they recommend, 5 grams of creatine, you should double that. That's what I do. It's because I've heard that when they tested it, they were like they made the study where they start recommending 5 grams a day. That was for the normal regular person. For the regular person with no muscle mass, that didn't go to the gym. Now, if you're someone who has been training for 2-3 years, you obviously should take more because you have a lot more muscle than the regular guy who never goes to the gym.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to take 7-10 grams. I personally take 10 grams of creatine for the past year and a half. And honestly, my strength's only gone up. I just feel amazing. And you know what's the craziest thing? At 87 kilos, do you know kilos or should I say pounds?
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. Kilos, yeah.
So at 87 kilos in January 2024, now I weigh 67. So it's like 20 kilos I lost, like 45 pounds, something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was trying to be a power lifter, so so I was eating pizzas, I was eating as much, so I weigh as much, so I lift as much, right, to get the 200 kilo deadlift at 16.
Yeah.
Now at 15, I tried to go for the 200 kilo deadlift, which I failed at. I only got a 16, but one thing that I realized was just simply that didn't work, like stuffing my face with all of that. And I was taking the 5 grams of creatine. I was taking all the generic advice. But when I started experimenting with my body, and sometimes I done experiments that were just blatantly stupid, but I wouldn't go back to myself and tell, don't experiment. Because although I fuck up sometimes, I find out something that works for me perfectly. So for example, whenever I was cutting, right, 20 kilos in a year and like 15 months, I lost some strength, but not nearly as much as I expected it to. Like my deadlift went from fucking 185 kilos to 150 or 160, 50, 60, somewhere around there. I thought it would go to plummet to 130, but it's because I started eating right. I was in Nate Belmar's. Do you know who Nate Belmar is?
Sounds familiar.
He's a biohacker, anyways.
Okay.
So he was recommending this carnivore diet at the time and a lot of healthy food. I started eating right. I started eating more beef and eggs, and I started experimenting with the creatine. I found out that, man, you don't have to lose a lot of muscle mass, all your muscle, if you're cutting down. You can still maintain it if you don't cut down too drastically and you still eat a lot of protein. So that's something I experimented, and I always had, okay, if I'm gonna cut down, I'm gonna lose muscle, and I'm gonna lose strength.
Yeah,
you can minimize that.
Yeah.
You can minimize that.
To be straight up with you, I think I used to be the cut bulk guy. Bulk cut. I used to do that. I totally changed my ways.
Me too.
I think what it's called is body recomposition. I don't know. I don't know what it's called, but basically, I eat at a very slight surplus. Ask me how much calories I eat a day. I don't know. I don't know. I just eat the correct foods, and I am literally getting heavier while getting leaner, and I'm getting stronger.
Yeah.
And so that's what I've been doing, and I'm going back to what you said. You don't regret, doing those stupid things. I'm all for that. I think it's very good to fail. I think without failure, you don't have experience, and without experience, you don't have knowledge. I think it's very good to fail, and you should take advantage of each failure. Only if you actually analyze your failures. Failure went without analyzing it is just a useless failure.
Oh, why is life happening to me? Look at what you did. Maybe try to find lessons.
Sit there. You should be able to stop, think to yourself what's going on, and actually take initiative on what to do. Analyze the situation. That's what a lot of people don't have. A lot of people don't have that.
Yeah. The thing is, a lot of people told me, all of my best friends, etc., from the gym, they told me, man, don't go below 70 kilos. You're 181 centimeters. You don't need to go below 70 kilos. I'm like, but I feel good at 70. I lost 17 kilos. Let me try to go 68, see if I feel better. Because honestly, got rid of the brain fog as soon as I mitigated the carbs. It started you know, I was my joints stopped hurting so much from like squatting, and I still squatted, but I didn't have like that amount of inflammation. I was stretching properly. I was warming up properly. I was doing things correctly this time, and I was actually like putting effort into it, in the small things. Now at 67, I'm not gonna cut anymore. I stopped cutting like half a year ago, but I just eat and I maintain myself where I'm at. If I go above 70, I don't care. I don't care about the number on the scale as much about the quality of my life and how my body looks. So if I weigh 67 or 72, I don't care. I care about, can I do my work properly? Is my testosterone high enough? Am I flexible? Am I mobile? Am I, do I feel good? And am I proud of my body? Do I want to put on some mass, for example? Those are things that I care about first, and then I take a look at the kilograms or the pounds. That's what I feel like people just fixate them. For example, someone who wants to lose a lot of weight, I need to lose 50 pounds. They lose 30 pounds, and then they're happy with their bodies, but they say, no, but I said 50, so now I got to lose the next 20, even though I'm getting only skinnier and I don't want to, but I said 50 pounds. So it's like, dude, if you like your body and you like the way you feel right now, and you're healthy at 30 pounds, you lost 30 pounds, you don't need to go to 50, bro. Look at yourself, A lot of people fixate themselves to a number, not to what they see.
Of course, yeah, and I agree with you on that totally. I feel like the quality of life should be your prioritization. Like you should be understanding that, bro. Gym isn't your whole life, and there's a lot of people like that. Like they'll devote their whole lives to the gym. They'll be like, oh yeah, I'm trying to lift this weight, bro. You look like a flat tire. Like you look fat as shit.
Yeah.
Like bro, and they're like, oh, but I bench 10 pounds more than you. Like bro, listen, man. If you want to have, I okay, look. If I'm being real here, if you want to devote your life to that, you can. That's your choice. But people need to understand that there is priorities that people choose in their life. For example, me and you, I'm sure we both don't make gym our life's goal.
Yeah.
You know, we look at the quality of our life and we see if we're happy looking the way we do, and if we're confident in ourselves to radiate that confidence off to others. In order to make sure that your work is good. In my opinion, bro, work is my number one. I'm just trying to get my work done. And yeah, if you feel good, you know, without having to, you were saying I want to lose 50 pounds. Uh, bro, if you feel good after you lost 30 pounds and you look good and you're healthy and everything's working good, you've reached it. You've reached it. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter how much you've lost, because like it's like, do you want it's kind of like, do you want the money, do you want cash, or do you want what you get from the money?
Yeah.
You want what you get from the money,
Yeah.
right? You didn't want
That's
to
the
lose
that's
that
the best
number.
analogy, man.
Yeah,
That's
because
genius.
what can you do with money if you can't buy anything?
Yeah.
Like you don't want the money, you want the product of what money can get you. And this goes to losing weight. You don't want to lose the 50 pounds. You want to feel what it feels like to
Yeah.
be healthier, to do all that. You want to reap the you want to reap what you sow.
Mm. Have you seen Brian Johnson's longevity plan? Like he plans to live forever, and he does all this fucking $2 million a year medication to live forever. There are
That guy that guy that's really big on sleep.
believe so. I don't know if he's big on sleep. I think so. It's that rich guy who's like spending $2 million a year on fucking, all these therapies and all these special supplements and all of these protocols
Oh
to
wow.
live forever or to
Mhm.
150 years plus, as he said.
Yeah.
I'm
This
like,
guy?
yeah, that's him.
Yeah, this is the guy. This is the guy I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I'm curious to know what his quality of life is. I'm really curious to know because I've seen a couple of his videos. He was teaching, his sleep routine, what he does, and how important sleep is.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Sleep is very good. You should get your sleep. Uh, but bro, 150 years old? Like, how? Like, are you sure you want to live life until you're
I'd
150 years old?
honestly, I don't want to live that much, bro. I'm good
Bro,
with 70, 80.
I want to, yeah, like I want to live to around like 70, 80, but my goal is to be able to still function at 70, 80,
Yeah. I
Like,
mean, bro, if you live to 150, you're gonna live probably like the last 50 years of your life not being able to fuck.
struggling. Yeah, like not being able to do shit, let alone fuck,
Yeah,
bro.
bro,
Like you can't do
holy
anything. Like, I don't know if you'd be wanting to live that life. I personally would rather live 75 years in great health,
Mm,
perfect health, feeling
yeah.
good, rather than 100 years, feeling like
I
shit.
feel like that's just an artificially alive human.
Yeah, like I don't think that's how we were meant to live as humans, you
Uh,
know?
holy. Like, I mean, listen, respect to the guy if that's his passion and he likes it and whatever.
Again,
Holy.
priorities, you know?
Yeah. Um, yeah, man, holy shit. There are a lot of people doing a lot of like interesting stuff, like, strange stuff. Maybe they're doing it only, for attention. Maybe they're actually living like this. Um, but yeah, man, there are been a lot of like weird um fashions and trends that people have been going viral for, etc. Um, and yeah, man, holy shit. So we touched upon sleep because we talked about Brian, right? But how do you optimize sleep?
How do I optimize sleep?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a little secret. My sleep actually isn't good. My sleep is actually something that I'm working on myself.
Mhm.
And like, uh, you know, I was the kid growing up that didn't want to sleep.
Yeah, me too.
Your parents would tell you, go to sleep, go to sleep, turn
Yeah.
off the game, go to sleep. And I would like, I wouldn't want to. And, shit got worse once I got a phone,
Yeah.
like I was up all night on my phone. And,
Um, can I just say something? I heard this
yeah,
quote from Alex Hormozy. He said, "You know who Alex Hormozy is?"
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he said, most people don't need an alarm for waking up. They need an alarm for going to sleep at the time.
That's totally true. It really is, bro. Because, like, I think I said it in my mind. I kind of molded my brain to, like, hate sleeping. And
Mm,
now I really regret that. That's a huge regret of mine.
mm,
But I mean, I am taking action to fix it. And what I've noticed that really helps me optimize my sleep uh, is again, not staring at screens before. I'm sure we've all heard that.
mm,
Uh, I'm sure we've all heard the basics. Stop blue light before
mm,
bed. Don't eat too much before bed. Sleep at the same
yeah,
consistent time before bed. Like that's true. It really helps. Make sure you sleep in a dark room.
mm,
But something that I noticed was bothering me was constantly stressing about sleep.
mm.
I noticed that I would literally be in bed stressing about
Yeah.
sleep. And I would literally be like, bro, why am I sleeping? Come on, bro. Get like wrap this shit up, bro. I gotta sleep. That didn't help me at all. And I later realized that that's actually a problem a lot of people have. So
Yeah.
I noticed what helps me sleep is when I'm at a pretty mellow state of mind. And I notice what helps me a lot is when I know that I completed the day, I had a productive
Yeah.
day. Having a productive day helps you so much, man. Like if you get your work
100%.
done, you got everything right that day. You should plan your days. That's what a lot of people need to do.
Mm,
The night before, you should
yeah.
plan what you're gonna do the next day. And when you go to
Absolutely,
sleep
man.
that next day, that's beautiful, brother. That's literally perfect.
Yo, quick
That's
thing.
what you gotta do.
Quick thing, bro. I put over 150 days.
Bro, get you a whiteboard. Get you one of those. Get you one of those, bro. Get you a whiteboard, bro. That's what I started doing. Like, get a whiteboard, man. And yeah, that's what you should be doing. Plan your day before you go to sleep. Achieve everything you planned, and when you
Yeah.
go to sleep that next night,
Yeah.
you're gonna feel so complete. Like I
like
did it.
us video gamers would know. It's like when you complete everything, every single mission in the game with 100%, like with the 3 scores. Like, like in GTA 5, you had the 3 stars, right? After completing a mission. Like if you completed, like, with 100%, like perfect, It's like that's how it feels like when you tick off all the boxes, all the healthy dopamine, It's like so great, man.
It gives your mind that completion that it was honestly longing for, bro. Because that's what a lot of us have as a problem. We'll be going to sleep and we'll think about like, oh shit, I forgot to do this. Do I have
You
enough
can't
for this,
forget
that?
if you have it in front of your mind. What I used to do, sticky notes, and I put it on my computer in the middle of the display, and it would piss me off so much that I'd just get the task done so I could take it off.
Yeah, literally, bro. That's I think that's a really good way to optimize your sleep because we've all heard, don't use your phone before bed. Don't eat too much. Make sure it's a dark room. Make sure it's a cooler temperature. Yeah, we've all heard that. But I think it's the smaller things that like actually end up doing a lot of damage. Because your mind needs to feel complete, bro. Without feeling complete, you're not gonna fall asleep until you complete those.
And it's also even the small things that can make a big difference. So, for example, 1, 2, 3 hours before sleep, bro, I don't have blue light blockers. I just have sunglasses, and it works perfectly. And honestly, I've been falling asleep like a baby last days, and it's also because, as you mentioned, stressing before sleep, right? Like you're in bed, and why am I not sleeping? What I would do is, I feel like I fall asleep so much better when I'm in a positive mood and high frequency. Whenever I'm thinking about something that made me happy. When I'm think about, man, I fucked up today. That's the days when I keep awake for like 2-3 hours.
Thinking like shit.
So what I usually do, it's like I have a couple of, like moments in my life where I was actually proud of myself or like done something nice. I think about those, and I just try to relive the memory, and I just like fall asleep. I'm in bed, and I'm just like thinking about that memory when I did something really great, for example. And whenever I feel good, I fall asleep like within 20 minutes. I fall asleep in 10 minutes. I fall asleep immediately.
Of course. Yeah, that's literally that's
literally like alive. I just wear blue light blockers or sunglasses before bed, and I don't know, like blue light if you really have to be on your phone. And then just think about, positive story or something. Think about something that makes you happy, man. Think about something that you made yourself proud. And think about that story. That's like something that made me so... That's like the 80-20 rule for me personally in my experience.
Of course, that's literally what it is. We're literally genetically designed to not go to sleep until we could, do like, bro, because you got to realize we're still cavemen. Like we're still cavemen. Like we haven't evolved like that much to get like we still have that primal instinct, especially for us as men. Like, bro, like there was times in history, bro, you couldn't go to sleep because if you went to sleep, that means, oh man, my family's not gonna have food to eat, or I'm not gonna be able to survive, bro. I need to go hunt for food. Like you need to make sure that everything is perfect before you can put yourself in such a vulnerable state, like sleeping.
And these fitness models are trying to optimize so much. But sometimes in life, sometimes you got a podcast at 2 a.m., Because yesterday I went to sleep at 11 p.m. and I woke up at 2 a.m. I only slept 3 hours. I feel pretty good, to be honest. I feel like I don't feel that bad. And you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna go to sleep. I mean, today basically. I might go to sleep at fucking 5 p.m. and sleep the 8 hours, But it's like, it's worth the ROI, but it's like if I was like, no man, I gotta get my 8 hours, so I have to cancel everything I'm doing, and I need to get 8 hours because I'm such a sensitive little, you know. It's like sometimes you don't need to optimize for the smallest details.
Of course, brother. And it just goes back to your priorities. Like, bro, in my opinion, I mean, I've been living my life like this. Like, sleep wasn't a priority. Bro, I feel like you should be getting your work done. If you are fully committed to getting your work done, I can
Yeah.
see that. I can see that you're committed, bro. Like that, mad respect to you, brother. That's
Yeah.
it's like mad a lot of respect to you because you're like what I'm describing. You know, if you have a priority, if you have goals and aspirations, dude, sleep isn't that important. Sleep isn't. I mean, okay, I want to say past the age of 15 to 16, sleep shouldn't be your number one priority like a lot of people do
Yeah.
it. Like, yeah, you should have pretty healthy sleep. But if there's a time where you need to wake up early to get your work done
Yeah.
because that's the only possibility that it might happen, do it. Do it,
Yeah.
bro. It's like that's something that a lot of people, oh fuck, I see that so many times. Like, oh no, I need to sleep, or oh no, I'm gonna be asleep at that time, or oh no, I need to go to sleep early, or I like, bro,
Mm.
no, there's priorities that you have, and I can see that you have your priorities set straight, man. Mad respect to you.
Mm. I used to be like that when I was like, 15. Like I'd always like try to get 8 hours of sleep because I'd go to the gym next day and deadlift, so I want to get the best. The times I hit the PRs is funny because I slept like 3-4 hours that night. Because I was up all night, editing a video or something, and then the second I just hit a PR, and I don't think it's because of something physical like sleep testosterone. Obviously, that has a plays a part, but on the days that I hit a PR with 4 hours of sleep, it's because I put myself in a high frequency because I was proud of what I did yesterday. And when you're in a high frequency, you're doing so much better at basically everything. You're more likely to win a boxing match. You're more likely to crush that interview. You're more likely to, do well. So it's like,
It's literally just the hunger for it, bro. It's the hunger
yeah.
to achieve.
Sometimes I'd sleep 10 hours. I'd go to the gym and I'd start yawning in the gym. I'd be like, I don't even want to be here. I'm like, fuck is the 10 hours of sleep useful? You know?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
that's really how it is. That's why I work out. That's why I feel like you should be able to perform your best at your worst like situation.
yeah.
That's I want to say that's the
Me,
pure reason why I work out fasted. And a lot of people are like, "What the
mm,
fuck? Why do you do that?"
me too.
Bro, I've hit all my PRs fasted. I've hit all my
Yeah.
workouts fasted. Because the thing is, if you train yourself to perform so well at such a bad
Mm,
like situation, you'll be able to outperform everyone, bro.
yeah.
When you're doing a little better, when your situation's a little better, bro. Like it's really just the hunger to achieve. That's really what it is. I work out fasted because it literally kicks into your primal like mindset of hunting for food, bro. Like
Yeah.
I, your testosterone spikes, your
Yeah.
senses, your performance spikes. I swear to you, bro, I can look at the sun when I'm fasted. Like I can look straight at the sun when I'm fasted. I've
I
noticed that,
never
and it
tried
scares me.
that. I never tried that. I'm gonna try. Holy shit! What the fuck?
Because because if you fasted before, you know how it feels. Everything, it's like an
Yeah.
Adderall pill. It's like an Adderall pill. It's crazy what the
Yeah.
human body can do when put under stress. It's so
Yeah.
fascinating. I love it.
Like I'm fasted right now. I only had one coffee without sugar or milk, and bro, I haven't had even one single thought during this past hour. I never thought about some stupid shit, like unrelated to this during
Of
this
course,
whole
bro.
conversation. It's like I'm here in the present moment. Whereas if I had uh big potatoes and chicken and I had a big ass dinner fucking at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
bro, I would be like fucking Like, oh, what were you talking about?
Yeah,
I'd stutter. You like, I'd be like fucking a mess.
and yeah, that's literally scientifically true. It really is because I mean I want you to look at these lions, bro. Let's look at these lions. They get their food for the day. What do the rest of the day, bro? They're just lying down under a tree. They're just chilling. And the reason for that is because your body takes so much energy to
Mm,
digest your food.
yeah.
It's like probably one of the biggest stressors that we have in our body, just digesting food. And so when you tap into your body's full potential without needing to digest food or do
Mm,
anything, you can achieve so many things that you wouldn't
yeah.
be able to, like if you were fully just lethargic, tired, digesting
Yeah.
food, you know?
I think that it's healthy for people to skip breakfast. Like,
Definitely.
push the fast little longer. Like if you fast for 12 hours every single day, or not every single day, okay, but if you fast for 12, 14, 16 hours a lot of times, bro, first of all, you're even giving your body time to use that fat as fuel. You're being more fat adapted. Like that's a good thing. And
That's a
second of
great
all,
thing.
you're just like feeling more like a human. You're like just like so much more focused. You like life is more vibrant. It's like holy shit. It's like crazy what not eating will do, or like not drinking sugar or whatever not will do.
Yeah, man.
And
It's literally proven just fasting is it really
mm,
puts you in that human state. You're really able to do what
yeah,
a human was designed to do.
I heard this quote. Most people don't know what it feels like to feel good because they never felt good. So their baseline. So basically, what it's trying to say is that most people feel so shit that they don't even realize how shitty they feel. So when
Yeah.
we talk about how great you feel when you're on the primal diet and you're fasted for the first half of the day, they can say, "But I feel good already." No,
No,
motherfucker, you don't know what it feels to be good. I
bro, your
felt a day.
baseline has gone to so
Yeah,
shit that you don't know what good
bro. If
is.
if I was one day, if for one day I would wake up at 8 a.m., eat a bowl of cereal, then have pizza in the evening, I would feel so shit. And this is the life of the normal human, and they think this is feeling good. I could not live like that.
It's actually sad, man. The amount of people that limit their potential and just become so comfortable with okay. Oh no, but it's too hard. But it's too hard. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like
Yeah, man. Holy shit. That's like pathetic sometimes, man. So how do you now? Hold a second. So why do you think some people quit?
why do I think some people quit?
Yeah.
You know what it is? Quitting is literally quitting radiates to other people. So a lot of people can see like another person's failure and they'll be like, "Oh man, I don't want to do it." Or like it's really just the fact that they don't believe in themselves because they don't
Mm.
know what they can achieve. Uh I've quit before. I've quit before and this is back when I was like stupid, but
Mhm.
I've quit before, and I can tell you that the reasons that I've quit was because I didn't see myself getting things from it. I didn't know my potential. I didn't know that I can achieve greatness with that, you know. And the reason for that is because nowadays on the media, it's so pushed that it's okay to give up. It's okay to, be comfortable.
Participation trophies.
Yeah, it participate. Like, what the fuck is a participation trophy, man? Why did you
it
make a
defeats
trophy for participating?
it defeats the purpose of
The
trophy.
trophy, like literally. And it's I think the reason why a lot of people quit, my final answer is because the media pushes out that it's okay to quit. It's okay
Yeah.
to be comfortable. It's okay to do this. It's okay to give in to your desires, which is
Mm.
so bad, bro. So
Yeah.
bad. You cannot limit yourself from your human's
Yeah.
potential. That's why.
It's like
That's yeah.
back at 135, bro. We need to bring back cyberbullying and fucking like shaming people, bro.
Bring
It's
back
like
bullying, bro. I'm like this because I was bullied.
yeah, man. Holy shit. You know, I got a quick story. So I was in middle school. I was under like 13 maybe. I was fat, obviously. I was wearing actually a hoodie similar to this one, right? It was
Mhm.
tight and I was fat. And I was like, one girl from my class was saying that I got titties bigger than her. And you know where I'm going with this. And I was like, I got all offended. I wasn't like looking at it objectively. Do I? And I was like, she's a bitch, whatever. I went home. I told my brother, you know, I complained, you know. I thought my brother was gonna comfort me, say, now don't worry about it. You're okay. You're good, you know. I was 13. What my brother did was unexpected. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. My brother said, well, yeah, of course. No girl likes you. You're fat. Come on, let's go on a run tomorrow morning before school. I kid you not. I usually woke up at 7 a.m. for school. He woke me at 5:30 or maybe before 6 a.m. He dragged me out of bed to go run. It was summertime, so he dragged me out of bed to go on a run, even though I told him I don't want to. And my parents weren't at home because they were at work, right? So it's like I can't tell mom that my brother is forcing me. So like I was forced to go on a run with him. I was gassed out, all of that, you know. But after that, I felt pretty good, you know. I felt like pretty good. Honestly, I wasn't even that mad. I was mad at him for the rest of like. I went to school pissed off. I told my friend, man, my brother made me go on a run yesterday. I was complaining, but then I look back at it now, and I think like that was maybe the first moment in my life where I stopped being a bitch and I started taking control over. Okay, somebody says I'm fat. Let me change that.
Yeah, let me
You
do
know,
something about it. You know?
let me just not cry about it. Let me see if I can do something about it. And that just put the mindset in me where at 15 started going to the gym. I tried to go to the gym when I was like 14, but they only allowed me when I was 15, which is crazy. Why would you not allow a 14-year-old to go to the gym? That's kind of strange.
Yeah, they had the same. Me too. My gym.
But yeah, man, honestly, I cannot thank my brother enough for fucking changing my life maybe at that point. Maybe I would have never started going to the gym. Maybe I would have never started posting content, doing anything. And maybe I would complain about everything and blame everything on everybody else. I blamed the girl for calling me fat and I didn't blame myself for getting fat, you know?
And tell me, like you see now that like your brother was being real with you. He gave
Yeah.
you the straight
Yeah.
facts. It hurt. It hurt at the time until
Yeah.
you actually analyzed. Yo, he's right. You know, and that's what I think. Like I want to bring this up is the biggest problem, bro. Like people are so the media is pushing out that like oh it's not good to bully. We need to stop bullying.
That's
Look, man, if you're bullying for something that you can't change,
yeah.
like my entire life, my entire childhood, I was bullied. Bro, I was bullied. Like, like the things I've heard, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I guess you like, hey, like stop bullying him, bro. They even said like stop bullying him. He already has a lot on his plate, literally. Like, bro, like, or like, when you die, how would you fit in your coffin? Like, are you serious, man? Like,
What the
like the
fuck?
shit I've
Oh
heard
no.
so much
That
shit,
was
but I'm grateful for it because without that, I let myself get to that point. That was totally my fault.
I agree with you, man. If you would die, how would you fit in the cup?
Like I've heard
That's
so
like
much, bro.
that's
Oh,
holy shit. That's I never heard anything like that, man. Holy shit.
I've heard a lot worse, bro.
Oh god.
It's
That was really like the
I'm grateful for it, though. I'm
oh
grateful for all the bullying.
it builds character, man. I feel
Yeah, of
like
course.
I don't know. Do you take a look back at those people and you're mad at them? Like kind of?
The thing is, those people, uh, anyone that really hates someone, it's really going to be because they're dealing with things in their own life. So to be honest with you, I can't even be mad at you. I can't even be mad at you, bro. Like if I saw myself, yeah, I'm talking shit to myself too. Like if I saw myself a couple years ago,
Yeah.
I would call myself a fat shit too. Because what do you want me to do? Do you want me to lie and say that you're
Mm.
beautiful, bro? Have you looked at the comments in a ugly girl's like Instagram post?
That's crazy.
I'm being honest. Like
You're
have
like an
you?
amazing queen at 300 pounds, and
Oh
you
my
know.
God, Slay! I want to look just like you. No, you don't. Stop fucking lying.
Yeah, that's
Who are
true.
you lying to?
I wanna
You
have
don't.
I wanna have fucking
I
what's
want to
like this.
have varicose veins. I want to have. I want to have. Like, no, you don't. Stop lying. No, you don't. I
And with us,
said.
man, we don't do that, right? We don't say, "Oh, I wanna not be able to see my dick too," you know, and like stuff like that, you know.
Guys don't do that. Guys just get straight to the
Yeah,
point. You're fat as shit. Do
yeah,
something about it, you know?
yeah, man. Holy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're absolutely right, man. Holy shit. So speaking of haters, do you have haters?
Of course I do.
What did they say?
I think a man without haters is just a
Hmm.
kiss ass. I
What did
think you
they
gotta
say?
have haters, bro. A lot of people, when I first started, you know, getting into coaching, a lot of people were telling me, and it's really the people from school. They found my account and they're like,
Yeah,
"Oh, what the fuck is this?" You know, and we all went through that. I'm sure anyone that's ever started a personal
yeah,
brand would
yeah,
know
yeah.
this. You know, it's embarrassing in the beginning. They're like, "Oh, like what the hell is this, bro? It's not gonna work. You're just making a clown out of yourself." All right, bro. Like, just like I feel like that's really where winners and losers get filtered out.
Mm,
I feel like if you have the drive to not care what they say because whatever the fuck is going on in their lives, I don't know.
mm,
If you can drive past that and if you could just keep grinding, they're them telling you, "Oh, it's not going to work," is going to turn
yeah,
into, "Oh, how did it happen? What
yeah.
did you do?" And like it's crazy the amount of people that I've seen like that. I'm not saying I'm fully where I want to be. I've reached my goal. No, I
Mhm.
still have yet to reach my goal, but I really
We all
think
do.
that we all have haters, bro. Like I especially like you. I know you've probably lived that too.
Oh man, you know, it's funny because when I left high school when I was 16, I dropped out because I was like making basically what my teacher was making. And the funny thing is, a guy from high school, like he was saying that my YouTube videos are cringe and that I started getting back into crypto back then. So he says like I'm just gonna lose my money. It's like I'm stupid, you know, trying to all of this. When I left high school and a couple months later, I saw him, bro. He's to this day, he's probably still liking all of my Instagram stories and my posts.
Oh,
Because
nice.
now he used to hate on me back then because I wasn't winning at the time. Or like I wasn't even now, okay? I'm not gonna be cocky, but I'm just saying, compared to where I was back then, um I'm completely like I have 24 hours. I don't need to go to a job and I don't need to go to school. I can plan my days out how the fuck I want to. And as soon as I turn 18 in 3 months from now, I can finally move back to my home country and live by my own. It's like a lot of 18-year-olds can't do that. And I'm like, it's because I've putting in effort since I was 15, you know. I was recording content since I was 15, all of that. And I was trying to learn. I was always trying to find something. And those guys were always saying that it's cringe. Mini Andrew Tate or some bullshit, you know. I was trying
Ah,
to
like fuck off, man. Like
I was trying to say you're never gonna be rich, etc. Bro, by the time I'm 25, I can't wait to see what my future self his life will look like in 8 years from now. It's like I'm kind of looking forward to it because I know that I'm putting in the effort. I know that God is seeing it. And these guys, like, you ask them, what should I do in your opinion? Should I just, play video games when I get home, and should I just jerk off instead of approaching that girl at the gym and risking getting rejected? Should I just not approach girls, be lonely, jerk off like you do? Like, is that what I'm supposed to do? So should I not chase any
is
purpose
that
and feel?
cool? Is that gonna make me cool?
So it's like, don't try to fit in with those people. I'd say to somebody that's like afraid of hate, if you listen to what these guys are saying and you become friends with them and you do the same things as them, where will that lead? You know? So it's like, choose the path. You can be friends with them, be on their side, but then your life is gonna look like shit. Or you can be against them, and at that point, yeah, they might hate on you, but in 5 years from now, you're gonna be so thankful you did. Honestly.
It's funny. All of those people peak at high school.
Yeah.
All of those people peak at high school.
Yeah.
More or less. Like you peak. Ain't it funny how you peak at a time in your life when your parents are supporting all of your financial, like
Yeah.
all your situations.
Yeah.
They bought you your car. They bought you're living
Yeah.
in their house. Ain't it funny how you peaked then, but in a couple years from
Mm,
now, when you called me like, oh, this is cringe, this is bullshit, you're
yeah.
making a clown out of yourself. Ain't it funny how now you're still in your parents' house? You're still, you're still doing these things. You're like, it just comes back to bite you in the ass.
Mm,
I feel like you shouldn't worry. Like if you're a religious man, like you should know that God has it in control. Like
yeah.
that's really what it is. You put in the work, it's impossible to not get what you deserve from the work.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Those people actually stay obsessed with you. I had like this one friend from high school that he was on my side always. Like he was saying, "Yeah, man, don't worry about what they say, man. I think what you're doing is cool. You know, like maybe he wasn't as ambitious as me, but he was supporting what I was doing, which was really nice to have that one guy that believed in me a little bit. So I went on coffee with him a couple of times after the gym. I just spoke to him every now and then. I'd speak to him. He says like to this day, I left high school over a year ago. To this day, those guys still like. He said that they still talk about me. That he said that they were like laughing at at what I was doing, like these podcasts, right? And I'm like, to this day, it's been a year. They haven't moved on. Like,
Yeah,
what the
like
fuck,
really,
man?
your life is that empty that you got nothing else to talk about
So
but someone else.
that didn't make me nervous at all. That made me like kind of, you know what? They're putting energy into the universe, into my content, and I'm proud of what I'm doing. So the fact that they are looking at it and watching it makes me happy because I know that they are obsessed with me, whereas I didn't think about them in the past year at all. You know.
Yeah, like they're just putting more energy into you. Like, thanks, man. It's
So,
crazy.
do you have someone who inspires you right now, or maybe someone you look up to, maybe a little bit?
You know, this is a really good question. I like this because I I have this image of myself. I don't
Mm,
have the exact description of it, but I think I look up to what I know that I can become.
yeah.
And that might be a little different answer from what like you might hear, like people might say, "Oh, I
Yeah.
want to be like this guy. I want to be like that guy." You know what it is? I want to be the best version of me.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm looking at. If I can be the best version of me, if people can see me striving to become the best version of myself and do the same with themselves, I hope I can be like a role model, like so that people can strive to be the best version of themselves rather than
Yeah.
looking at someone else and trying to become someone else. You should become the best you.
Mm.
So that's really who I look up to, honestly. The depiction of the best version of me, I can say.
I think that's slightly scary because you don't know at all. You don't have an image. It's much easier to look somebody up to somebody and have an idol when they've
Yeah,
already made it. It's
it
really
is.
hard to imagine because it's yourself, right? And it's like
You don't, yeah, like you haven't
you
seen the
don't
best
know
version of
what he will look like. You don't know these things, for example, right? It's like
you.
it's hard to imagine, but as soon as you start implementing it every single day, you just think about it, think about it, think about it, keep thinking about it. The nitty gritty details. You start acting in a way that you imagine your highest self would act. and that's the best thing about it.
And slowly, you become that
Yeah,
person.
you become him.
Y- Literally,
Yeah,
you are trying to become him. That's literally
yeah.
what it's all about, in my opinion.
So I wanted to get to some rapid fire questions before we wrap up. So
Of course,
ready?
I'm ready.
How often do you train a week?
5 times, Monday through Friday.
Mm. What's the best advice you've been given?
The best advice I've been given, is to it's you've heard it, but you really should look into it deeper.
Mm.
Do the work even when you don't feel like it. My
Mm.
wallpaper is literally the definition
Yeah.
of discipline. You can't really see it over there,
Yeah.
but I'll read it out for you. My
Yeah.
wallpaper is literally discipline, the act of doing things you don't want to do as if you love doing them. I
Yeah.
think that's I
Holy
think
shit.
that's the best thing.
Holy shit. Yeah. What's the worst advice you've been given?
Worst advice I've been given is that success will find you.
uh,
Success will not find you. You need to
mm.
find success. They think, oh yeah, just chill, just let just coast,
That's a
it'll come to you.
feminine outlook on the world.
No, you have to go and hunt for it. It's
Yeah.
not gonna come to you if you don't go and grab it. You need to achieve it.
Yeah. Honestly, it's the same with girls. Like they say, oh no, don't worry, the right girl will find you. It's like, dude, how you're probably gonna be a lonely jerking off for the next 3 years if you're not gonna approach girls or like talk to them. It's like I found out that the moment that I wanted a girlfriend and I started approaching a girl at the gym that I liked, within 2 months, I already had a girlfriend and I already was like happy. But it's because I went and talked to her, even though I was nervous, even though my heart was beating because I like this girl. But it's like I went for it. I didn't wait for her, right? It's like,
And it's really
and the same with
crazy. It's
success.
it's
To be honest, you know.
it's really crazy. It's mind-boggling that there's some things in this life that all you need to do is do it to achieve. It's
Yeah,
it's crazy. And there's this like fear, especially with getting girls, bro.
yeah.
there's this fear of being rejected.
Mm,
Brother, like you learn from that, bro. You learn from that. Like
yeah.
you need to be rejected. In all honesty, you need to be rejected. I feel like you need to
Mm.
be rejected to feel what it's like to, show your value to someone.
I'd say the best way to go about it is, because you want to make yourself numb to rejections. Like if a rejection builds an emotional pain for you, you're not ready for the world, bro. It's like you should just like, oh, rejection. It's okay. It's okay. Next
Yeah.
one. So the way I would go about it is actually, hey man, I want to get rejected by 3 girls today. I want to get rejected, and
Yeah.
especially you go into this, you're more likely to succeed than when you would go for the success, right?
Mhm.
Because you're going in without this needy energy. Don't You're outcome independent, first of all, and second of all, if you do get those 3 rejections, it's a W. So you still leave the day with a high frequency, whereas you say, I want to talk to 3 girls and fuck one of them. I'm like, if you don't succeed with that, you're like, ah man. But
Yeah.
if you get 3 rejections and that was your goal, you leave with a high frequency, and then the fourth girl you just happen to approach as a bonus, bro. 2 weeks from now, you might end up sleeping with her because, and might go on the date, and you might like this girl because you're on high frequency. Like people can actually feel when you have a bad day and you bring this negative mood.
Oh,
You know,
definitely, bro.
holy,
Girls can feel when
yeah.
they're talking to a high value man.
Yo, they say they say females can smell testosterone from a mile away.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Holy.
bro. Like
Uh,
I swear that's the case sometimes.
yeah. Do you have a favorite quote?
Favorite quote. Favorite quote. I have a lot of favorite quotes, but something
Mm.
that I want to tell people so that they can understand, because a lot of people, this is their problem. Stop watering dead plants.
Mm.
I feel like And what I mean by that is stop giving your time and energy to people that aren't going to reciprocate it, people that aren't
Mm,
going to do you any good. And that's the problem with a lot of people. They hang out with people that don't do them any good. They end up
yeah.
giving their time and energy to people that all they do is they just suck that energy from you. And energy is really what you need, man. You need that high frequency. You don't want that. You don't want it taken away from you. So I feel like you should be valuing your time and energy so much to the point where you can only give it to the
Mm,
people that really deserve it and the people that can really benefit to you as well. So stop watering dead plants. That's what I mean.
mm. That's a really good one, man. What's the proudest moment in your life?
Proudest moment in my life was definitely you would think it's like getting fit, being confident with myself, but really the biggest accomplishment that I can say is taming my mind because
mm,
a lot of us are slaves to our own mind.
yeah,
A lot of us, man, shit happens and you let that shit that happened affect you.
yeah.
I think over the journey of trying to, build my body and become happy with myself, become confident in that journey, I've trained my mind to be me. I am my
Mm,
mind. I can control my mind. And that's what a lot of people don't have, man. Like a lot of
mm,
people let these emotions get to them. Like, oh, I feel this way. I'm gonna ponder about it. Oh, I'm
mm,
sad. Oh, fuck, man. No, man. You should be able to instantly, maybe not instantly, but you should be able to control exactly how you're feeling.
mm,
Especially as like that. That's literally just a masculine trait that every man should have. Being
yeah,
able to stop, assess the situation, understand what's going on, and interpret it how you need to interpret it in order to fix the issue,
yeah.
solve the problem. And so, yeah, I feel like that's really important. Mm.
It's crazy because a lot of people have a thought that they're creating their own mind, and that thought will defeat them.
Yeah,
Knock yourself out.
with
Like,
a thought.
yeah,
Like no, there's people that have seen their loved ones killed right in front of them, and they've
yeah,
literally still progressed in the side, and you're over here
yeah.
crying because someone said a mean word to you, oh boohoo, or oh she cheated on you, she did. Okay, okay, man, move
Man,
on. You got to get your shit together, huh? That's literally what it is. We all go through heartbreaks every day.
man. People lie, girls cheat. It's okay, you know. It's like it may hurt at the time, but if you just actually like focus on something else that you know you should be doing and you know you should be the priority of your life. Suddenly that girl that cheated on you last month, it's like now you don't even really like have an emotional attachment to it as much because you've been sleeping 3 hours, you've been so incredibly busy with this, your mind has been preoccupied with this thing that you're so obsessed with that like you don't have the time to think about that. When you're at the toilet taking a shit, you don't think about your ex. You think about the fucking next interview that I want to do. You think about the next workout, what that's gonna be looking like. When you're in the shower, when you're falling asleep, you think about these things, and you're not thinking about the bad things that happened. I feel like that's a big part of life that changes a man when he has something that he's working hard towards and he's starting to see progress. I feel like that's the highest point of life, not when you make it, when you're starting to make it, when you're
The
starting
journey
to
of
see.
making it, man. The journey. That's
Yeah,
really what it is. And I want to put that in here too. A lot of people, men, like a lot of guys, too many guys. What their problem is they make the girl their reward.
yeah.
They make the girl their goal. So then what
Terrible
happens
way.
is they get the girl, then they become some bum, and then the girl
Yeah,
doesn't like that because now it's not the guy that
yeah,
she was attracted to. The
yeah.
girl cheats, the girl leaves, and then now the guy's sad because he
Of
doesn't have
course.
another goal because he already achieved his goal. It's literally just a circle process, and that's something that I want to tell every guy. The girl should never, 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 never be the goal. You
Yeah,
should have your goals and aspirations set. All right,
yeah.
you should have a goal in life that you are working towards every day, not the girl, man,
Yeah,
not the
man, and so
girl.
many guys trust what the girls say too much. Like, if she says she wants you to watch Netflix and eat a pizza with her, she doesn't want you to do that. She's testing you, bro. She's testing you. She's like, if you literally say, I watched the movie, but I'll not eat the pizza, or I got work to do, babe. Sorry. If she's gonna be maybe slightly right now, temporarily like sad, she's gonna be so looking up to you, like like the
This is the boss. Yeah.
yeah. So it's like, man, that could save a relationship if you just look at it objectively, not like what do you. If she says she wants something, think about it. Does she really say that because she truly wants that, or is this just some test? Because
Think
a
about
lot.
think about what it's gonna show when you make that decision. If you
Yes.
listen to her, you know?
If you're in bed, you woke up in the morning, you're supposed to go to the gym at 7 a.m. and your girlfriend starts touching your dick and you need to go to the gym, you're late. You tell her, no, I'm going to the gym, And if she sees that you can handle that sexual urge, bro, she's gonna be more all over you because it's when you have something and you can get, oh, I know I can have him whenever I want, right? Oh, I know that I can have him. Do I want him? All the flaws magnify. When you look at something, well, somebody's offering me, it's like people love to buy, but they hate being sold to. Somebody's offering me, what's wrong with it? If I want something, two people can never chase. So if a girl sees you as, I want him, then all of a sudden she looks at what's how should I say it?
What flaws does he have? Like what's
Yes, but those are not so magnified as when you're chasing her and she's like, okay, but what's wrong with him? Why is he chasing me? Why does he have nothing else better to do?
literally, yeah. That's actually what it is. Like you should be able to stay strong to your like what your plans are, what your goals are. Because if she
Yeah.
sees that she's like, oh, you were so easy to get back in
Yeah.
bed, all I just had to do was
Yeah.
just like pull you in. That's like, are you serious?
Yeah.
You're that weak? You were
Yeah.
that weak? That's what she's saying.
Jesus. I remember, bro, I had this one girlfriend at the time, and I was waking up. Yeah, I know why. I told her I was waking up at 4 a.m., right? I was 15. One weekend, she came through. The second day, I woke up at 9 a.m., not at 4 a.m. And she was like, don't you wake up at 4 a.m. and take a cold shower? I'm like, yeah. Sorry, I just fell asleep, you. And then I was like, I knew I told her I take cold showers. That was a lie. I didn't at the time. And she saw me and she's like, we went to the shower right in the morning and she's like, are you gonna take a cold one? Nah, not today. I'll take a warm one. The disdain I saw in her, she didn't say, okay, she wasn't rude. She didn't say anything.
Yeah.
She spoke 1,000 words with her eyes, like,
Yeah.
oh my God. And a month later, she broke up with me. So, yeah. But man, I saw her lose so much respect when I was lying and she saw the weakness, bro. So it's like, don't lie to girls about what you're doing, man, because women will test you, will see through your bullshit,
Of course, bro. And instead of lying like about being like a
Yeah.
being like a crazy you, bro, actually become a crazy you.
Yeah.
Like do it,
What's crazy about that is what I was lying about when I was 15 is what I'm doing right now at 17. It's like, bro, right now, and it actually speaks for itself, right?
Yeah.
My situation with women is way better than back then, first of all. And second of all, my fitness is on point. My purpose is on point, bro. I am actually like, I'm not perfect at all. I still have a lot of stagnancy, a lot of low days, etc., a lot of other problems. But it's like I am what I wanted to be at 15. My
I feel
15
like you should
yeah.
strive to become what you wanted to become.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's like when you build that momentum, you don't want to drop it. You don't want to like slow it down. So it's like, I don't even know when was the last time I had a girl sleep over. I never let girls sleep over. Like, they can come through the day, through the evening, but I'll send them back home because I know what a girl will like try to do in the morning. It's like, I just don't want that right now, and it's like, I don't want to stop the momentum because everything is going so well, and one day can fuck up a lot of stuff. So that's like maybe one thing to keep in mind.
Of course. That's how it
Just
is. Yeah.
how would you describe yourself in 2 words?
Dedicated and strong-minded. I
I
mean,
like that.
strong-minded is you can say that's 2 words, but like let's put that in zone, you
Strong.
know?
I like that. I
Of
like
course,
that.
brother. Of course, yeah.
What's the purpose of life?
Wow. I feel like the purpose of life is to really, I've said this a lot, but it's to achieve your potential
Mm,
that, you we're all blessed with this life, Okay, we've been given this
yeah.
life, and everyone's life has a reason. Everyone's life has a reason. And I feel like the purpose of life is to achieve what you were meant to be here for.
Mm,
Because you're here for a reason, man.
yeah.
And the purpose of life should be you fulfill that reason. You fulfill the plan. It's like you should be able to become the best version of yourself. And
Mm,
it all comes down to achieving the goals you've given yourself,
mm,
being true to yourself,
yeah.
and understanding yourself, learning yourself, providing for your family. As a man, you should be providing for your family. You
Mm,
should be able to protect and provide. It's really, it's really just to fulfill the reason that you've been put here for.
mm. Now this is a selfish question, but what advice would you give to your 17-year-old self?
Um, I feel like a lot of us guys at around the ages of 16 to 18, we start to like get with girls
Mm,
and we start to focus on girls a lot.
yeah.
You really just need to get your shit together is what I
Yeah.
really wish I told myself.
Mm,
Because a lot of guys will leave high school and they don't even have a plan for what they want to do.
yeah.
So then they're like, okay, let me take an off year. Let me
Mm,
figure out what I'm doing, and then they just end up getting in the same shit they would be doing if they just left high school. Like I really want to say, get your shit together, get your plan straight. Stop making these temporary desires
mm,
your goal, and instead make your prolonged goals. The shit that you're working on every day.
mm,
Stop focusing on, oh, am I gonna, oh, what did this girl say about me? Did she add me back on Snapchat? Is it like, well, this shit, like, stop doing that, bro.
um,
You're literally paving the way for defeat. That's not good.
yeah.
Instead, hop on the path to success, brother.
Yeah.
You literally need to get your shit together, get your goals right. I feel
Mm,
like it's a good age to get your goals right.
yeah. I feel like I was blessed enough to be able to make those mistakes earlier when I was like 15, 16, and I get to be focused now earlier and learn this lesson earlier. But what I will say is also like be careful like with not becoming an incel. It's like or
Definitely.
socially awkward. Like if you see a girl through their day to day life that you like, go speak to her. Maybe go grab a coffee with her after the gym. But also like I see guys like, hey man, on Friday we're gonna go dress up and go to the mall and we're gonna go cold approaching 100 girls or 20 girls and I'm like spend a whole day chasing women like a fucking predator, like a pedophile, bro. Like a fucking
You're a fucking
freak.
pervert, dog. Like, what
Yeah,
are you
dude.
doing?
Holy, like that's like taking it to the other extent, man.
And like that just goes back to what I said. Don't make the goal the girl. Don't
Yeah,
don't make the girl your goal, bro. That's not what it should be. You're actually
yeah,
dedicating a whole day to walking in the mall, going
yeah.
to the Barnes and Noble, the library here,
That's
and
crazy.
just talking to a couple girls. Like, are you serious, bro? Focus on what you're doing. The girl comes like on the side. The girl is your
Yeah,
companion, bro. She should be supporting you. You shouldn't be making it your goal, bro.
yeah. But I will say, having a girlfriend that cooks for you or maybe edits your videos or something like that. I used to have a girl that used to edit like shorts for me, bro. That was cool as fuck.
Wow.
And she would cook for
That's
me, bro.
good.
And then she would cook for me, and like after dinner, she'd give me a massage, and like that was such a adding to my life, right? She was not trying to sabotage me. She was not trying to, make me eat pizza or like all of that stuff. She was actually a good girl. So and it's like, in my opinion, when you have a good girl, like it's like this is why I say focus on yourself, King. In my opinion, there is like some girls that can actually add you to your life, and that it would be a shame not to, not focus on them, but give them a chance to prove themselves, but also
Of course.
not spending all your time on her. But yes, if she is being useful, bro, absolutely have her around the house, bro. Like absolutely, if you love spending time with her, I don't think that it's a waste of time to spend uh watching a movie with your girlfriend after she's like been helping you all day and all of that. I feel like
Of course, yeah. This is literally what a woman should be. This goes
yeah,
back to when I said stop watering dead plants. You shouldn't
yeah,
give your time to a girl that her value is
yeah,
obviously very low. She doesn't do shit for you. Maybe yeah, she
yeah,
like sucks your dick a couple like okay like here and there like
yeah,
that's cool. That's yeah, but that girl that you explained, bro, she's
mm,
supporting you, and that's literally what a girl should be
yeah,
doing. A girl should literally be supporting her man so that her man can achieve his goal. And of
mm,
course, as a man, it is your duty. Yeah, you should keep her, well fed. Happy.
yeah,
She should be good to a girl that deserves it.
yeah,
And that's literally what it is. That's literally what it is. So yeah, taking the time to like maybe sit down, watch a movie. I'm sure she'll understand if you said like I can't right now. Like I got some
yeah,
shit to get done. And that's also another thing that a girl should be able to do. She should be able to understand that your
mm,
goals are what comes first. But that doesn't mean totally just drop her.
yeah,
Don't focus on her at all. You gotta it is your duty as a man to listen to her problems. Make
mm,
her feel safe, make her feel protected. That's literally what it is.
yeah. I absolutely agree with you. I had this one guy, like, he was always too focused on girls, but this one moment, I had to slap some sense into him. Like, I didn't slap him, but I told him, like, bro, you're a fucking simp, you're a fucking, like, incel, bro. Like, stop being such a fucking. So basically, the situation was he was seeing this girl, he kissed her once, like, he was on a date with her, he kissed her, etc. And he was, like, telling me about her, and, like, yeah, okay, dude, whatever. A couple of days after that, we find out that she slept with a classmate of ours. This was when I was in class. So he kissed her. He was so in love with her, bro. He was like 15, 16. She slept with a classmate of ours, right? He was like, yeah, man. Oh, this girl, you kissed her. Yeah, I fucked her this weekend. And it was like, he was heartbroken. And he was like, oh, okay, then end it. Like, I'm thinking, like, he's not so stupid to talk to her
Yeah.
anymore. This dude told me, yeah, man, on Friday, I'm gonna go talk to her about it, And I'm like, bro, like,
What
I
the
would
fuck,
just,
man? No.
man, bro, we're
Oh my
15,
god.
man. That was like the age
Like
where I was like,
you're really scared. You're really scared you're gonna lose her, man. You
man,
should be losing her.
bro, he
You're
wants
gonna
to
talk to her.
kiss her again after she swallowed another dick scum, bro. What
No,
the fuck?
no, get the fuck out of here,
Bro,
bro.
that
Oh my
classmate of
god.
ours, he probably nutted in her mouth and he's gonna kiss her, bro. It's like, bro,
No,
come on, have some self respect. At
literally,
15,
man.
you can. What can you expect for a 15-year-old? You can guess, but man, even me at 15, I still would. If she fucked my classmate, I wouldn't talk to her, bro. Especially after we saw each other, right? It's like this was like a whole nother level, bro. Of
Oh,
neediness,
yeah,
man.
like there's just a
When
baseline you should have, and it's actually
when
crazy
bro
how
is
many people
too
are like that.
down
Sadly.
bad, man.
Oh my god.
So last question. I have a really important question.
Hmm.
What's that machine behind you? How do you
This
use that?
basically this is an inversion table. So for context, I have a really bad back. I
Mm-hmm.
have like pretty bad scoliosis, and what this does is you lie down on it and
Mm.
it flips you upside down.
Mm.
and it's just inversion therapy. So like what it does is it uses gravity to like kind of decompress your spine. It's
Mm.
really good to any of the people
Interesting.
watching that have scoliosis. Go get you one of these. These are actually pretty good.
Mm.
You know, you sit on it for like a
Holy.
minute, and just that minute by itself is like
Holy.
really good, bro. Really just takes the
I saw some video of some woman with a thing like this at her home, and it was a body cam footage from police because she was stuck on it, and she called the cops to come rescue her, like
what the
because
fuck?
she got stuck on it and she couldn't get back. So that's why I was like, I would be scared to use this because I saw that one video, and I was like, can you get
No,
stuck on that thing?
I don't see how you can. To be honest, I think maybe if you were so unable to like you don't even need to pull yourself back up. Like you just kind of like pull on the handles a little bit and it flips you back up. I guess she was so like unable
Yeah,
to do that. Maybe she had zero power at all. Maybe and she
bro,
got stuck on it. But other than that,
man.
no.
Lately, I love watching these body cam footages from cops, man, because those are funny situations. So when they came to her home and she was stuck on that thing, I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And now I saw it in the background for the past 2 hours. I was like, meaning to ask you, "What the
Yeah, I
fuck is
knew you
that?"
would ask. I knew you would ask. Yeah, I don't have anywhere else
Wow,
to put it. I said I just put it here. You know.
holy, holy
I know.
shit, though.
I
So,
don't get
Dave,
stuck on
man,
it.
what's next for you, man?
As what terms? Like what? Like as to
Oh,
what?
what are you gonna do this year, for example?
This year, I want to scale my business this year.
Hmm?
Last year, in November actually, November 1st, 2024, I started this account. I started getting into this because I just thought it would be a very good thing to get into.
Mm.
And I made a goal for myself that I would, scale the account a little bit. By the end of the year, I would already like have my first client, I'd start
Mm.
working with someone. And I achieved that goal. And achieving that goal by the end of 2024 really made me think to myself, bro, if I
Mm.
achieve this in 2 months, what can I
Yeah.
achieve in all of 2025?
Yeah.
So my goal really is to scale and expand this business and make it good. I want to teach. I want to help so many people. I like
Mm.
I'll literally just be like sitting and I'll get a DM on Instagram from someone I don't even know, and they'll tell me, brother, you helped me lose 20 pounds.
Mm.
Like you really just helped me do that. And I don't even know
Yeah.
them, but it really just warms my
Mm.
heart, man. Like when I can see that
Yeah.
I've inspired someone to get their shit together. That is
Mm.
what I want. My goal, I want to help millions. I want to scale this and I want to help as many people as I can. That's really my goal for business as
Mm.
far as me being me again. It's a lifelong goal of mine to become the best version of myself, so I want to see what I can achieve in
Mm.
2025.
Holy shit, yeah, man. I see a lot of great things happening for you, man, this year.
And
So where
same,
can
brother. I
people?
really like what you're doing. I really enjoy what
Mm.
you're doing. I think it's so cool that you're getting people that are like into this, that are into helping people improve themselves, and you're getting them and you're interviewing them and
Mm.
you're showing it to more people. I really love that, bro.
Thank you, man.
I
I
love it.
appreciate it. I love this process because, bro, honestly, I get to speak to people in so many different industries. It's like I get to speak to so many. I get to expand my mind, bro. Like I talked to a multimillionaire Max Lewis in fucking propane business. I talked to fitness coaches. I talked to rappers. I talked to NFL athlete and the bodyguard of Kevin Gates and Fetty Wap. And it's
Wow.
D Scuddy, yeah, I talked to him. He's the bodyguard and trainer to Kevin Gates and Fetty Wap. I talked to so many different people I would never find myself talking to. And I learned so much. So it's like, I love this, man. It's like, this is like something that honestly got me really
I'm
happy.
glad to see you doing it, brother. Really makes me glad. Instagram, man. You can find me on Instagram, Valor Tovmas. You know, you'll see me on there. If you haven't seen me from my transformation videos, you can find me there.
You also got a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I started that recently. I started that so people can go more into depth of understanding who I am, because Instagram is like my short form, you know.
Hmm.
It's where I get a lot of people, but I really want people to understand me more into depth. So I linked my YouTube in my bio so that people could go ahead and watch me, so that we can
Mm.
make a a better bond, a better connection, you know.
Yeah. Well, guys, thanks a lot for watching till the end. If you enjoyed this, leave a like. Leave your thoughts in the comments. And with this in mind, see you all on the next one.
Oh,